All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check out! 1, 6, 3, 11 Z. I'm coming after you. Check out!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Love. Funches has it complete. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Wait, set wide, 80. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. What's the check. Hey, Alabama.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
11Z. By 56. By 56.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. Could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Regular. Come on, baby. Let's get this. Trick. Delta.
Mayfield on play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
22 jet bomber. He's point it right. Say. Kill.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
It's important to do it, especially early in the game like they have. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
No.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Play fake. Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, it's Love. And the catch made by Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. On first down, Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Quo.
They run with Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up.
Look out! Green 90! One day. Watch the screen.
On second down now, it's Hines. And some room to run now. The 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They come up in an offset eye. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Here's Barber. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try the air now with Locke. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On the delay, here's Hines. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
12. It's a safety creek. 11. General West. Check 13.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Here we go.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Focus, defense, focus. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go. 12. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Hey, Echo. Mike 56.
Out of the gun. Luck. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Hines. He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
56 is the Mike. 12. Check. Mike's 50.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, it's Hines, and a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking for Campbell downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. They go play action. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Luck now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Throwing his line. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
We got him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's get off the field, D.
Now Luck. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
56. Mike's 50. Hey, quick. Hey, wahoo! Let's go, defense.
Back to throw. Luck. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check out. 380. Watch right there. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
from the red zone now. Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No.
And they're going to get to him. That is going to be a safety. Tom Brady taken down to the end zone. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got this one complete to Callaway.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back 3-yard pickups. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Browns drive about to get started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
King! Pistol. Hurry!
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
180.
Tony's Wingo. Tony's on
Real.
Wingo.
Hurry.
4 down.
80 weapons. Shot. Watch the shot.
A first down throw for Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
That's right, baby.
Hurry. 55.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Cleveland.
Mayfield now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Hey, Lloyd 33.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the...
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
St. Gonzalez lining
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting him at this point.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Check out. 290.
56. Defense wins championships, baby.
12.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Get the ball. Smooth.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Campbell making the catch. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
56. Mike, 56, right there. Right?
11.
Hey, here I come.
Hey, Haywood.
Here I come.
A shotgun snap for Locke. He's got it to Hilton. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Please don't travel.
They're not ready for this.
Cross.
Throwing again is Locke. And the catch made by Hilton. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I don't think you got it. 51 to Mike.
Again, Locke. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Everyone got 4. 4 down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. I got you.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
You draw courses. Regular, regular, regular.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third.
First down.
He's telling right here. He's telling the right. Telling the right.
Hey, alert 33. I got you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mayfield finding Beckham, and he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. The tackle there by George Odom. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Mayfield down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
And again, it's Chubb. Open space inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
We got 4. We got 4.
And they'll indeed take a knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down and goal.
180!
Watch it, I got one.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about